Hello people, so yes, we're here in the polytunnel and meant to be getting some snow and cold weather and blah-de-blah-de-blah over the next few days. Going to be going down to about -3 degrees C tonight, which is about 26 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. So yes, getting rather chilly, but me being me, I thought I would come out here into the polytunnel before the potential snow blah-de-blah-de-blah comes and do some gardening. So what am I doing? 3 guesses if you watched my last video. I am setting some sweet peas. There are reasons why I'm setting sweet peas. The first reason is because I'm cool, and most cool people like to grow sweet peas because they really are a beautiful plant to grow, nice colours, relatively low maintenance, and I very much like them, in case you had not guessed. So let's talk about varieties that we have. Sweet pea, singing the blues. I'll come behind the camera so you can see a bit closer. I grew these last year with great success. So that's sweet pea singing the blues. The other one I'm growing, didn't grow this variety last year. Sweet pea summer sizzler. You can see that. And the other one, now these look really groovy and very cool indeed. Sweet pea turquoise lagoon. So they're pretty, there you go, look, looking pretty cool. Just going to knock the camera off now and put the light up a bit because I think it's a bit dark. Yeah, hopefully that's a little bit better now. So before I get going with that, I'm just going to show you my geraniums that I set a few weeks ago, month or so ago. So let's have a look at those whilst I get the camera off. There you go, look at that. Right, so got some varieties of geranium set in these windowsill propagators. Now, don't they look cool? So let's have a look. They look alright, don't they? Well, some of them anyway. Some of them actually got eaten, and it was some sort of I don't know, fly or thing flying around from the compost, and it was eating some of them, but most of them survived. There you go, look at that, look. But these should recover, so pretty good there. These were variety, let me think what they were. They were a white variety. I've got a video record of it, so it's not a problem. So yeah, not too bad, look. And what I did, there you go, there. And this is the best lot. There you go, they look pretty good, don't they? So I germinated them inside in the windowsill propagators, and when they germinated and got a bit of size on them, I brought them out here in the polytunnel. They should be okay, even with the cold weather coming, because they've got the protection of the polytunnel here, and they're also in these windowsill propagators still, with the plastic on the top. And if it gets too cold, I'll chuck a net curtain over them or something like that. So I'll just show you a bit about net curtains again. If you've seen all this before, which you will have done if you've viewed my channel, just bear with me, but I gained a few new subscribers lately. So underneath these net curtains, you may see some geraniums that I set, some more geraniums. I set these in autumn last year, and this is variety Moulin Rouge, because I can remember. There you go, pretty cool, don't they? So these should be, the reason I set them early is because I wanted them to be in flower early. So they're doing very well, all nice and snuggly and warm under there. So that's good. Okay, so when I grow sweet peas, I keep things very simple, as I do with most things that, when I do my gardening, I generally keep things relatively simple. I try to anyway. So all I simply do is set them in pots of compost. So I'm just going to get some of those pots ready. Right, so there we go. So I've got multi-purpose compost in here. J. Arthur Bowers from Homebase. Spoke before, I rate that compost very good. Good quality, good price. Consistent results, certainly I've had. So I've got 4 pots here with just basic, multi-purpose compost. windy outside, like that, look, in the pots. And what I proceed to do is I proceed to then get my seeds. I'm going to use Singing the Blues today, or right now, and I'm just going to get the top off here. Now, some people have asked me, do I soak my sweet pea seeds? And I don't actually. Some people do because they say it helps with germination. Maybe with older varieties that's what's required. Maybe these are a newer variety and you don't have to do that. But certainly with these Mr. Fothergills ones, I've never soaked them before setting. You know, one way that I look at it is when you put them in the compost and put the water on, you're soaking them anyway. It might help, it might not, but I didn't do it last year and I had probably 90-odd% success rate with the germination of the seeds. So yes, you know, I thought, I don't, no I don't actually, I don't, hearing me, I don't soak the seeds, I put them straight in. So what we do is we get our seeds out. Now there's 25 in here. There's £2.50 by the way for 25 seeds here. And whoops, there you go. Good grief, they look good. So you put them in like that, look, because that's nice. And what you do is you get your seeds, look, and you're going to go 1, 2. I'm going to grow 3 in each pot because that's what I feel like doing. So we go 3 again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you want to be really creative, you can create little shapes for them to grow in. So there you go. So that's what I've got there, and I'm going to try and put these back in here without these falling everywhere. Oh wow, accuracy. So whoops. So there's my seed set. Right. Okay, so you get the idea, look. Sweet pea seeds. And what I do is I just pop them in a little bit like that, look. Put it in there, look. Do it down there and you put it across. Right there, put it in. That's right, boy. So you put it in like that. You can put a little bit more compost over the top if you so wish. And I then get my, I'll show you here. I then get my lid, like that, a bit cleaner than that ideally, and I put it over the top like that, and that's how I do it. So they're going to go inside on the windowsill, and you probably gathered if you watched, you know, my channel for long enough now, the way that I like to germinate things, and that's using windowsill propagators. Put them on, unsurprisingly, on the windowsill, and then proceed to bring them out here when they've germinated. So that's what I do. So sweet peas are a lovely thing because of the colours, and most people like them. They're very famous, and if you want to get into growing something nicely creative, I think sweet peas certainly are one of those things. And when I water my seeds, I got this from when I grew my melon plants and bitter melons, and my nose is running here, bits and bobs and stuff I've done in the past. I water using tepid water. I don't like to shock the seeds. Probably with something like sweet peas you'd be okay if you use cold water, but I don't. I like to use, so as I stated, tepid water. You don't want to let them, you don't want them swimming in water, and you don't want them dry, obviously. You want a nice happy medium. Isn't that true in many aspects of life? So there we go. But that's what I'm doing with the sweet peas, and I'm going to set the different varieties, probably not today, but you got an idea there of how I'm going to go about doing it, and I'll give you some updates on how they're coming on. So any questions you've got, please feel free to post them down below, and if you like my work, once again, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. And I'm looking over here at one of my jobs that's coming up soon, and I'm going to do this later in the year. Probably, you know, after the fruit has set is generally the best time for pruning stone fruits, which can be rather, you know, a bit destroying for one who really doesn't want to do it that way, because you know, you're cutting off fruit, aren't you? But with stone fruits, that's what you want to do after the fruit has set, particularly with you know, plum trees. This isn't a plum, this is a peach, but plum trees can be susceptible to silver leaf disease if you prune them at the wrong time of year. And of course, with regards to peach trees, you know, peach leaf curl, I've spoke a lot about that, I won't go on about that today. You know, it really is a worry for peach tree growers, and I'm going to prune it at the right time. Probably be okay getting these off, these little things that are grown up from the bottom of the rootstock here, but either way, you know, that's going to be pruned soon, so a nice little job there. So wish me luck with my sweet peas, and I wish you luck with yours. Bye! Yes, so regarding sweet peas, it is often good to sow them in October. September, October, the year before you want them in your garden, because that can help them to establish quicker, and you can get your flowers earlier the following year. So that's a good thing to do. But here we are in January right now, so it's, you know, I'm going to do it now. But if you want, so if you want a bit of a head start, so for next year you can wait till September, October, and then you can germinate them then, overwinter them, and then you will get your blooms earlier the following year. So that's one thing that that's one little technique you can do, if you will. But they're a relatively versatile flower, pea, sweet pea, whatever, to grow, as you will be able to see. I'll just quickly show you. You know, I don't know if you can read that, but you can see, you can pause the screen there, look, if you want to see the differences and scope you've got for planting, etc., indoors, outdoors. You get the idea. But they really are, you know, one of the most interesting things you can grow, I think. So there you go.